Ron DeSanctimonious, that dude, continues to live in the headlines. He is now the king of the swamp. The latest, a board backed by Governor DeSantis will be countersuing Disney. I mean, who in the hell sues Disney? I mean, at least the government. The man is suing Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Florida, I done told you time and time again, get your governor, something wrong with him. And the move further escalates the ongoing feud between the two. I mean, he feuding with Disney, for God's sakes. The move comes less than a week after Disney sued DeSanctimonious, DeSantis, and the board in federal court claiming that the governor retaliated against it for speaking out against Florida's parental rights and education bill, better known as Don't Say Gay. And it is retaliation. He is abusing his power like any other wannabe dictator. He in the wrong country. Maybe you need to go to another country. As a reminder, Disney is suing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for violating its free speech as a company. The year-long fight started last year after Florida Republicans passed legislation that DeSantis signed into law, banning teachers from leading classroom lessons on gender identity and sexual orientation for students in kindergarten through 3rd grade. Disney's former CEO, Bob Chapek, denounced the law, remember, back in 2022. This headline right here, Disney pledges to stop Florida campaign donations over Don't Say Gay bill. Disney donated some 4.8 million to Florida candidates in the 2020 election cycle, campaign finance reports show. So that put us at today, Florida governor firing back at Disney. Now, Martin Garcia, chair of the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, said the following: Disney sued us. We have no choice but to respond. The district will seek justice in state court here in Central Florida, where both it and Disney reside and do business. Now, the drama is hot between the two, and other Republicans have chimed in as well. What politician or Republican could resist this? Like Chris Christie, who almost had it right. Take a look at this.
Governor DeSantis won. The actions against Disney are just wrong. The government should not be used to punish people for what they say and think about public issues. That's what liberals do. That's not what conservatives do. And secondly, the fact that he was taking all this action and then wound up getting outmaneuvered by the people at Disney. They now have control of all that land. That's not necessarily the kind of guy I want negotiating big agreements on behalf of the entire country.
Well, we know that former Governor Chris Christie may be running for president, Bennie. So that's why he did that little petty. He had to slip that little petty in there. This is not the guy we want negotiating big deals. The Governor Chris Christie almost got it right. Yeah, he should not be abusing his power and doing this. And then he had to waddle into his ideology part of this. But Bennie, what? I don't even know what to say. Well, here we are.
Yeah, I mean, it's really funny because the truth is there are plenty of real legislative issues to deal with when it comes to Disney. I mean, I personally think that copyright shouldn't be nearly as long as it is, and it's wild that Disney has basically got lobbyists to write copyright laws for them to extend copyright to this ridiculous degree. But that's not what they're talking about. They're not having, let's sit down and have a conversation about what does actually make sense for copyright. No, they're sitting down and they're angry that Disney, a company that is a mass market company that needs to be able to have a broad base of appeal, said something that hey, don't discriminate against queer folks in your state. I know, wild concept. Discrimination is deeply unpopular. It hurts our profit margins. It hurts tourism in your state. What are you doing? All of that on top of the people that it hurts. And so it's just one of those weird things where you have a Republican that for once in a million years has decided to go toe to toe with a corporation, except for instead of hey, let's rein in some of the power that giant corporations have, they're no, we have to force this company to be actively worse than it currently is, right? And that right there is just kind of unbelievable, but also speaks to the fact that Ron DeSantis, is not really a savvy politician. The unfortunate reality is politics in the United States is very much dictated by like giant donors. And so if you're gonna be the person that demands your donors stop appealing to the markets that they're trying to appeal to, well, then you're gonna fail as a Republican, especially, right? A Democrat has more leeway to be like, no, these big businesses, I'm not gonna listen to them. But if you're a Republican, are you kidding me? Like, it's game over for you.
Benny, I'm not so sure Democrats have more leeway. I think both the corporatist wing of both parties answer to the same masters, but I understand where you're going. But you know what? So your point, well taken, and is right on time. We didn't even plan this because we're about to tell the viewers what the cherry on top is. Governor Ron DeSantis did indeed get married at Disney World in September of 2009, something he acknowledged in his February 2023 memoir, The Courage to Be Free. If only he had the courage to let Disney go, let Disney be free. Instead, Governor DeSanctimonious DeSantis wants to box with Mickey Mouse. And let me tell you something, America. Put him in the ring, and I bet Mickey Mouse will whoop his ass. That's a fight I want to see. Pay-per-view, baby. Let's do it. Where's Don King at, Benny, when we need him? Don, go ahead. Book that, baby. I want to see Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, a Goofy, and all the other characters I done left off the board. I want to see them whoop Governor Ron DeSantis's ass. So he asked for it. My grandmother used to say, don't write a check your ass can't cash. He done wrote one now, and he's in battle with Disney. And Benny, your point is well taken for all the wrong reasons. There may be reasons to go to battle with corporations, but this reason is not one of them. So Governor DeSanctimonious, you're getting what you asked for, baby. In the ring, you and Mickey and the rest of the Disney characters. I bet Daisy and Minnie, they're gonna take your ass out.